trouble. You ask Alma. Evil, do it. Ask Alma. I'm for you. Ask Alma. Are you down, feeling low? Are trials weighing heavy on your mind? I know a place we can go. Sit back and unwind. Grab a seat, put up your feet, and we'll ask Alma. Ask her anything. She has a certain flair for being tough, but always fair. So if you need someone who cares, ask Alma. Problems big or small, she has the answers to them all. So drop your questions, have them solved by Alma. You can ask her anything. Trouble, ruin, ask Alma. Evil, do it, ask Alma. I'm for you, ask Alma.
Hey. Are y'all still dancing? What is going on? What's going on? Hey. To my almond joys. How y'all doing? My hey nows. Come on in here and see me and give me some love. Just come on in here and see me. Give me some love. Y'all know how we do. You say hi to me. I say hi to you. I say hi to you. You say hi to me. Manisha, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. Hello. It is time for Ask Alma. Welcome to the show. Got a fun show lined up for you. A lot of fun, a lot of good questions. I want to hear your feedback because one of the questions I think I might not disagree with the panel. I want to see what y'all saying in the comments. Diane, how are you? It was good to see you. I saw Diane at NABJ. Good to see you, girl. Hugs. We are going to have a fantastic night with our fantastic panel. So I will not keep them in the dark another minute. Come on in here, my co-host, my BFF, Didi.
Hey, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
You really haven't. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time.
And I have an office to decorate. I need you to come quickly.
You know what? I remember Sheila Brooks moved her company into a office facility and was like, okay, I need you to come and decorate. Because like I had decorated her house. So I was like, I don't do offices. She was like, yes, you do. Can you be here Tuesday at 8:30? Right. I was like, what?
Exactly.
But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I just stand in the middle of the floor, kind of turn around in circles, going, where would Alma put this?
What?
Should I go here?
Do you have a window? Do you have glass?
I do.
Okay, so you have to send me pictures.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow.
Details. Yes. Okay. Yes. Hey, cuz. There's Tracy. I'm sending you a hug, Sean.
I know. I just saw that. Hey, Sean. How are you?
Good. And Tracy's got I think Tracy has a jazz concert coming up. As a matter of fact, I know
October 29th.
Tracy has yes. So Tracy, you should upload that in the comments. So everybody who's in the DMV can come on out and check you out. Okay. All right. Who else do we have on the show tonight, Didi?
Like the crew is here.
Brother to the show, Lee Ivory, and sister to the show, Lori Grant. How y'all doing? I am so glad y'all here. I am so glad y'all are here, let me say. I really am. I was having some trouble. I was really struggling. And, I reached out to my faves. Who said, okay. So it's like, oh my gosh.
Diane says it's old home week.
Yes, yes, it
Brilliant.
is All Home Week. Yes, yes, yes. The mayor is here. What's going on with you, Mayor?
What's going on, Sean? Little Dee Dee.
Hey,
Little Dee Dee there.
Sean.
That's what I call Diane, Little Dee Dee.
It was good to see her at NABJ. I
So,
think I
so
have
did y'all dodge it? Did y'all dodge the bug?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I dodged it.
What about
Diane,
you,
did you
Diane?
dodge it? I know. How did you go back and you? I heard like some people caught,
Oh,
the
there's
big
quite a
C.
few, yeah.
Yeah,
The
more
big
than, and it
C.
was people that I was talking to and hanging out with. But I'm fine. But I also I caught up on my boosters and my shots before it rolled up on NABJ time. And I wore a mask sometimes.
Well,
Like,
see, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
when
That
I was
was smart.
you know who told me that? So, my dear friend Lori Grant, who had just come off of a big
Convention.
Yes.
convention, said,
Yeah.
Who
"Take
got the
your
big
mask."
who got the big lecture from me?
But didn't
Oh, is that?
listen.
Didn't
Oh wait.
listen.
Oh wait.
Didn't listen.
Oh
Didn't
wait.
listen.
So Lee, let me tell you. So you lectured her, and then she lectured me,
Yes.
and then I
Exactly.
put my mask on when I
There you
went.
go. There you go. There you go.
Smart.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How that
Yeah.
You know how that goes. So yeah, like I put on my mask, and I get it. We're around friends, we're around people we haven't seen for a long time. You got your new makeup on, got your hair did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Can't
Lipstick
do it.
popping,
Right.
all
Can't
of that.
do it.
You,
Can't
but
do
you
it.
got to put your mask on. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just got to put your mask on. I do know some people who work at the same newspaper that I work at, and they tested positive. One of them had a tough time with it, but I was okay. I was absolutely okay.
Good,
I
good.
think it might have been too, because y'all know Gil is from Alabama.
Mhm.
So he is from a small town called Wetumpka.
Mhm.
And so after NABJ, we had to go by and visit a cousin. So by the time I finished eating all of the homemade, it probably flushed all, Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
had homemade everything from scratch. And oh my gosh, they gave me gifts. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Annette. I mean, it was really nice. Thank you, Leela. Like when I showed up, they were like, "Oh my gosh, Elma, we've been waiting for her."
Nice.
I
Nice.
was
Nice.
like, "Oh my gosh, this is so nice."
You tell Gil I said he's country and 12 brown eggs.
Yes, he
Well,
is.
but with Tumka just got a big surge on HGTV, isn't it? Didn't they do the hometown
Ye-
makeover?
Yes, they did the hometown makeover. Yeah, and he
Oh,
was
I know some
everywhere.
people from Wetumpka. Bam. There we go.
Yes.
Rory,
They
you
sure
gotta find a
did.
hobby.
No, I watch
HGTV is my hobby.
I
Now,
watch
see,
it too,
Alma and
Lori.
I
I
are
can't
in.
do it.
Yeah,
I
we
can't.
Oh
totally
my
in.
gosh.
I love it.
Everybody
Love it.
around me watches those shows. I just cannot do
Oh,
it.
I
I'm
love it.
religious.
Yes.
That and Food Network. I hope you've
Yeah.
been watching the Barbecue Brawl, Lee, on
Right.
Food
Come on,
Network.
Lee.
They need to be
All right,
watching
all right.
me. They need
All
to
right,
be
all
watching
right.
me.
Look,
That's true.
Alma,
That's
we'll
true.
never get to the show if we go down that line about the best barbecue maker ever.
He is up within the top 2 of the best barbecue makers. I'm
All
gonna
right,
say
I'm
that.
gonna give it to
And
him.
I
I'll
would
give it to him.
say
Look, because
that
I've been the
Lori,
beneficiary so
yeah,
often, so I'm gonna give it to him.
hey, and Lori is in the top 2 for the pound cakes made from scratch.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
yeah. Oh
Pound
yeah.
cake make
Yeah.
sister
Oh
make.
yeah.
We had this
Thank
conversation
you.
before because I haven't had any pound cake or barbecue. I don't know how I missed
You're in
all
Florida.
this.
I
I
know you
wasn't
too
always
far away.
here.
You too far away, see.
You can
David
share
We'll
my cake,
look,
can't
Williams.
you,
we'll
Lori?
work something out.
Thank you.
Hi,
I appreciate that.
David.
You can stand them both in the same box.
Mary Lou.
Hi, David. Hey, Mary Lou.
Mary Lou, thank you, girl. That's my girl. That's my sister girl. Thank you. You know what I'm talking
Shows up
about,
all
don't you,
the
girl?
time. All the
Good
time.
evening, Mary Lou. Good
Yeah.
evening, everybody, in fact.
Absolutely. And Mary Lou even had the Canada family crowd on last Tuesday.
Nice, nice,
It's like,
nice.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Look at now.
I know,
Nice.
right?
Nice.
Absolutely. So tonight, you guys, we have 3 good questions. And before we get started, let's go with the disclaimer.
All materials and information presented on this episode of Ask Alma are for general information and entertainment purposes only. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not represent the views or opinions of the National Newspaper Publishers Association.
Laura be articulating those.
Does that sound familiar, Lee?
She be articulating those shit.
I thought you weren't going to out her. Outed her.
I was about to pop. I couldn't help it. I mean, elevated my show. Can I just say I have a voice actress on my show? Okay.
You know what's crazy about it, with like now that everyone knows, is like when we see those animations, like I know Lori, I know what she looks like, you know, and I've spoken to her. So when you see those little animations, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
That's a little animation.
I love it. I love it. And Lori, I cannot thank you enough. You know, if I make it big, y'all know all of us gonna make it big, right?
We're big right now, Alma. We're big right now.
When I hit the lottery, I'm gonna set y'all out.
Oh yeah, now.
You know what? You know what? Well, I got to play the lottery to win, but I always figure out what I'm going to do with the money. And honestly, I had decided if I had won those billions, I was going to update, not change, not redo, because I don't want the taxes to go up. Just pop in every house, update the inside, and do like the front in our inner city neighborhood. You know, whatever was near Martin Luther King Boulevard. That's where
so the facades would be. Yeah.
Yes. That was my dream. Because you know that's attached to HGTV, Lori. Because I thought they could actually make a show out of it.
I love it.
So never know. You never know. Yes. You never know. So we've got one more. I was trying to hold out a little bit because y'all know Robin is going to join us. I need to resend her the link. So I said that out loud for the producer to hear. Because I can't type, talk, and stay on task at the same time.
Hey, I
was trying to hold link.
Oh, and look at you. You was getting all beautified. I see you.
I don't even have any lipstick on. Is it too late for me to put my lipstick on?
Girl, it's never too late to put your lipstick on. You know how we do.
Robin, you all right?
Yes.
How you doing?
We are doing great. We are so glad that you joined us, girl. We were actually waiting for you.
Alma, you know you're supposed to call me.
I know. I had a lot of stuff going on. Y'all know it's like tomorrow night is going to be very busy for some people in the country. Yes. So today was a little bit busy.
Getting ready for.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? One other thing I don't want to miss, Marsha Clark, who was a amazing friend to the show, an absolutely wonderful woman who was a dear, dear friend to all of us, passed away recently. And just want to shout out prayers to her family. And Marsha, who I actually called to be on the first episode of Ask Alma.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. She wouldn't do it. As funny as she is.
I know, right? She's probably one of the first people I know.
I keep saying she is, but she is so funny.
Yes. And she was like, I can't do the camera. She said, can I just be in the background? No, we want to see your face. But you know what? Look, isn't it amazing how times change? And now they have animations and avatars of people. And, things are very, very different. But I asked Marsha and Alvin to come on together because she and Alvin were very, very good friends too. And she was just so funny, you guys. Those of you who don't know her,
amazingly funny.
She could have done open mic night
easily,
any night, easily. All of us would be on the floor.
Just very
quick. Oh my gosh, quick. And we will miss her. We will absolutely miss her dearly. So I think it goes without saying that we are ready. Y'all ready?
Yeah, ready.
My lip gloss be popping.
There you go, girl. I got on new lipstick, but I'm just saying. I
guess
mixed
that's
two
all
of
How
them.
much is it, Mayor? Look at
Is
me.
it too much, Mayor?
I'm the only one without lipstick, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
That's okay. You can put
And we're
yours
okay
on
with
when
that.
we.
As far as we know.
While the question is playing.
Well, the question is plainly, you can get your lip gloss. All righty,
Cat
y'all.
Walk Up just joined us.
Hi, Pat.
Hey,
How you
Pat
doing?
Hey,
I
Friend
hope
of the
Mary Mata
program.
comes back on. Yes, Pat Walkup has been a friend of the show forever. I hope Mary Mata comes back this week because she asked me to email her and I couldn't. I don't know why. Like every time I clicked on every avenue to try to reach out to you, Mary, it would not work. So email me. Always ask alma@gmail.com. All of y'all whose cousins got some stuff going on, email me. We can work that out. We will make it.
Was Mary supposed to be on the panel?
No, she was just sort of watching and commenting during the show, which was fantastic because I haven't talked to Mary for I don't know how long.
Where is she?
like
Paris or something? Germany?
No,
She
she's
was in
back in
London.
DC.
Oh,
I think
what?
I don't know. So I don't think she's in London. I think she's back in DC
in
for a
London.
little
I
while.
think she's
London,
back in
okay.
DC.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
overseas somewhere.
We had a lot of, and I don't know if it was because we had Kim Washington on last week. I don't know what brought the USA Today alumni crew.
Yes.
But
There
it
were
was
quite a
so
few.
many people last week from USA Today. It was so funny. So I don't see Thor tonight. I wonder who that is. I don't know him, but I like his name. Yeah, I like his name. I don't even know if that's his real name because not everybody uses their real name. So I don't know. But I just
There
found
was somebody in USA Today named Thor, but
it ain't him.
And money.
Look, I know him.
that would be.
Yeah,
It's
I know
not
him. It ain't him. Anyway. Maybe though, Robin. I didn't think about that.
No,
Yeah, could be. Look, Mike
for obvious reasons.
Doug,
It's not him.
there go Doug. Hey now, hey Doug.
Hey, Doug.
How are you? How are
Hey,
you? I'm so glad
Doug.
to see you too. Okay, y'all, get ready. I like this first question. Let's get to it.
Hello, Alma and panelists, and hello to your audience. I'm Lori Grant, tonight's voiceover recording artist. I have the pleasure of reading our questions for the evening. So,
look crazy.
here we go. Hi, Alma. My really, really good sister friend asked me if I wanted to go to a concert. She said she had an extra ticket because her husband had to go out of town. I said yes. We went and had a fabulous time. Fast forward 3 weeks, she sent me a text asking for the cost of the ticket. She never asked me to purchase the ticket. She asked if I wanted to go. I thought she was giving me the ticket by inviting me. Am I off here? Do I owe her money for the ticket?
Thank you. That question was submitted by my neighbor. I ain't gonna tell y'all which one. Because I know she is watching, but hopefully her sister friend ain't watching.
It's not, right?
But to recap the question, so her girlfriend, and she said this is a really, really good girlfriend, said, hey, you want to go because my husband is out of town and I have an extra ticket. So she said, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all who it was for because I do want to do a shout out. I have heard this concert was great. Earth, Wind and Fire and
Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. I heard Lionel. She said Lionel went all the way back to Zoom. You hear me? I'm almost ready to go.
I
saw him in Miami. He puts on a really good
He's
show.
fantastic live.
Yeah.
He is
Really?
fantastic live.
Yeah.
He is one of the best concerts I've been to.
Really?
I thought his voice was shot.
He's a showman.
Me too,
He's an
Lee.
absolute showman.
And I thought with Earth, Wind, and Fire, it might be Earth and Wind, but this show ain't fire. Because how many of them
around?
It's not the same for me without Maurice.
Somebody asked on Facebook, why would they open for Lionel? And I thought that order is correct because even Philip Bailey is hitting the high
right. But I heard that his son is a part of this new show, and that his son is hitting the high notes. Yeah, I don't know. So But the friend asked her, and now she wants her to pay for the ticket. Now, let me just say, I'm sure all of y'all out in Almond Joy Land know this as well. Those tickets are not cheap.
No.
They are not cheap at all. Even the cheap seats are not cheap. And I don't know, like, if it's because of Lionel, I'm not sure. But yeah, they cost a lot of money.
Concert tickets have gone up dramatically since the end of COVID. I think a lot of entertainers are trying to
make up
all of that money that they lost for 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I loved though during COVID? Howard Hewitt would do concerts online. Oh, I just love him, and he sounds so good at his house with just the mic. But anyway, okay. Should she pay her really, really good friend? Because that was the point that she was making when she submitted her question, and we were talking. Like, this is not like just somebody. This is a dear, dear, dear friend. Should she give her the money back?
I'm having been the benefit. Yes, that the benefactor of a missing husband. I really appreciate those kinds of invitations. I think that I would have asked, especially if it was the first time. Do you need me to pay for the ticket? Right. I would have asked that before I agreed to go. And even if I didn't ask and she's now asking for it, I probably would pay her. I mean, we're friends, and if she's asking for it, she may need the money. I mean, generally, if you don't need it, you wouldn't ask me to pay for it, unless her husband came home and said, "You didn't make her pay for that ticket."
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Bingo.
You should have told her to pay for that, or have her something, pay something.
He did.
Yeah. So I would pay her just to keep the peace.
We blaming him. I totally blamed him.
Yeah.
Let the record show, Lee Ivory, I did not blame the husband.
I did.
No, the rest of them
I did not.
No. Dee put it out there, and I co-signed. And Lee is biting his lip. But I think, it was the really, really good sister friend. So she had 2 reallys in there. So to keep her friendship tight, I would pay her, but I was under the same assumption. Hey, I got this extra ticket. My husband's out of town. You want to go? Yeah, girl. What's wrong with you?
You say extra ticket,
and then like what are you gonna do if I didn't go? The thing was gonna go dead. Then who were you gonna ask for it, right? So now therefore you're asking because you can, because right up until the time you asked me, the thing was gonna be dead, and and the fact that you're 3 weeks later. Yeah, I'm kind of like the husband came back from the little trip, and dude wanted to know.
Did she give you some money for the ticket?
We could have gone to dinner, but you didn't sell the ticket. So I just made him catty. Not only was it his fault, he's catty.
If that was the case, and husband came home and said that, I'd have said, "Excuse me."
That's my girl.
No, we already paid for these tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
You decided to go out of town, and I'm not going to make her pay for some tickets that were our fault.
Right. And that was the point that the person who submitted the question was saying. She didn't ask, or it wasn't like she decided, I don't want to go with my husband, I want to go with my girlfriend and have, a different kind of experience. It was none of that. It was that he wasn't around.
He wasn't available.
And so it just was a ticket that had already been purchased.
It was going to go in the drawer.
It was going to go in the drawer anyway.
Right.
So that's why she's thinking, like, why do I have to pay for it now?
But I would pay for it to keep my friendship tight.
Yeah.
Like Lori. But I would also say to my sister, sis, you paid for that ticket and didn't ask me for the money. You didn't say anything. You said it's extra. That's like when somebody said, "Hey, you got any spare change?"
Spare.
Thank you very much. But
and I personally, I'm never gonna offer somebody something that I've already paid for and ask them to pay for.
Right.
Now I was invited to go to something from a woman that I work with. I wouldn't say we were necessarily all that close, but we knew each other. Not like we are, y'all know, like not that at all. And she said, hey, we have an extra ticket. Some of us are going. Do you want to go? And I said yes. And then when we all met there, she told me, but the ticket I think was like $20. She was like, the ticket is $20, and like looked at me and said, the ticket is $20.
See, but I think, do you want to go? The ticket,
right? Do you want to go? And then coming up on the other end to tell somebody they need to give you money. That's like two different.
It's just
things.
ugly. It's ugly. The ticket could have been $2, and you know, the fact is, I got an extra.
Right.
Do you want to, not do you want to purchase it? Do you want to go?
Right. Because that would be the question.
That's where it is. Do you want to buy?
Do you want to purchase it? Right.
You know, this is a little bit off topic. You're talking about selling things. How do you feel about people selling things they got for free?
I ain't got a problem with that. I have no problem with that, because if you're gonna sell it up front, I don't have a problem with however you got it, because you selling it up front. Like it's the sell part is what I have a problem with, not like how you gonna get your money back or something like that. That's not. I don't think I have an issue with that. But I just think it should be up front. If you want
Mr. Ivory, did you? I mean, other than protesting us blaming the man,
I'll let a brother get a word in edgewise. But
please take the floor.
Robin and I are like-minded in that I'm a big believer in calling people out for poor behavior, and close friend or not, I would probably go ahead and give her the money, but at the same time, I would say, listen, I was under the impression that you were giving me this ticket. I don't mind paying for it, but I wish you had said that up front, so we wouldn't have any kind of confusion. It's been, and I would also point out that it's been 3 weeks.
Right.
So therefore, some people.
Where's this coming from?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and like my cousin Sonny Ivory used to say, "Common sense ain't so common after all."
Right.
Some people, you just got to let them know that wasn't cool.
Right.
But I don't mind paying, but going forward, let's not do that again.
Yeah, I think I would. That's probably how I would approach it. Like I would pay her, but then say, next time, let me know in advance.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what if I didn't have it? Depending on
or didn't want to spend that much? Because that's the thing for me.
That's where I was about to go. In the 3-week span, money could get iffy. Right. The week you asked me, I might have been flush. Let's go. 3 weeks later, I paid rent, light bill, gas bill. Now you want your money back. So I went on my own shopping spree or whatever.
A free concert is way more appealing than a $200 ticket.
Right. Concert. That's what I was going to say too. Yeah.
Hey, did she say when she asked the woman, her friend, was it the night of, or was it?
It wasn't weeks ahead, because her husband, and she also pointed out to me that the husband had to go away for work, like last minute. Right. It wasn't like, they bought the tickets a long time ago, and now the concert has rolled around, and no, it wasn't that. They had planned to go together. He was called out of town for work, so he could not say no.
Right.
But it's the night of, so she wasn't going to get that money back unless she was going to go there and try to scout the tickets there
outside.
No, I just don't know.
And even then, you might not have gotten
full price. Exactly.
Right. But still, that seat is next to you.
Right.
So no. I think the other thing too for me, when I decide to go to a concert, I weigh out the cost and the person I'm going to see. And quite frankly, I thought that was too expensive to go see Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind and Fire. I really did. Like the cheap seats were $110. And it was like, come on, y'all. Like, really? No. So
you wouldn't have bought your own ticket to that concert. So you certainly wouldn't pay someone else to use theirs.
No. So, but I am disappointed that I didn't go see Beyonce, because everybody said they had such a good time. So I should have done that. Yeah, I should. Although her tickets was like hella high
Organ donor high. You are harvesting body parts.
I personally know somebody, a couple, who paid, this is a true story, $4,000 to go see Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Go see Beyonce.
They went to see Beyonce at
$4,000.
And that's not the highest they've gone.
Yeah. And they've gone higher.
Now that's $4,000 that just marched out of that household budget.
Dang, was it worth it? Did they get the VIP? Did they get the VIP go behind the stage?
I have no idea because it was grandma told me. So once grandma told me, I was so disgusted. I didn't want to ask no more questions.
Right.
I was like,
you can't tell people what to spend their money on. Everybody has a thing. Everybody has a thing they'll spend their money on.
That's a lot of money.
We don't always agree with it.
Just regular folks.
Right.
I mean, all of us just regular people. Everybody may. Excuse me.
I thought it must be an ex-editor, Lee. An ex-editor. Or a retired editor.
If you ever hear me spending $4,000 on a concert, call the police because I'm being held hostage.
Somebody just brainwashed you, baby.
Somebody holding a gun on me.
Richard Phipps just joined us.
Hey, Richard Phipps.
Richard.
That's a lot of
Sean said, I think she should ask to pay for the ticket. It's better to hear I'm paying for you, or it's on me, rather than asking to pay or saying that you owe them money.
Yeah.
Because that's just
right. After that, you don't want to feel like you owe your friend when you guys get together. Right. Gail Dorsey, hey there, hey. But I would give her the money. I'd be mad and I'd let her know.
Right.
Like I go, girl, you should have told me I had to pay for it when you asked me to go, which you did not. But here go your coins. But let's not do this again.
Right.
Ever.
I don't think I would be that hostile, but okay.
Yeah, I would be that hostile.
Oh, Robin.
But you know what? Honestly, I also thought none of us would have asked the other person to give them money for the ticket. We just don't do that. We just
and the fact that you either gonna go by yourself or leave, or even if you, I mean, I've done that with somebody at the theater. I caught the Tina Turner show. Somebody needed to get rid of a ticket. I sat right next to them strangers and partied with them like we've been friends forever.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get rid of the ticket, I mean, because you don't want to do the show by yourself. It's a great show. Right. And this is your really good girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just you will be stuck with the ticket.
You're a really, really good friend too.
Yeah, you were going to be stuck with the ticket. So,
do y'all know anybody who might do that would do that?
I do know somebody who would do it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And we ain't telling no names because we still like him. And we still like him. And we love him dearly. Yes.
You
know what? And shout out to Vanessa
Be
Williams.
nice, Mr. Ivory. Be nice.
But it's
play well in the sandbox, Mr. Ivory.
So shout out to Vanessa Williams. And I'm gonna on the next question, I am going to Google this woman because she and a friend were going to the theater, and the friend had a family thing and couldn't go. Vanessa asked me if I wanted to go. That was another ticket over $100. She did not ask me to pay for it. I asked, like Dee said, when she said, do you want to go? I said, sure. How much is the ticket? Right. And she said, oh no, you don't have to pay for it. It's already paid for. And the friend told her to find somebody. So this wasn't even Vanessa, my friend. Right. The friend of hers said, find somebody and just let them go, which was great. Vanessa still could have made money off of me and I would not have known. But it was a play about this woman. And Lee, you may have heard of her because you're a music guy. Her name was Henrietta something. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to Google it. But she was like the first Black woman of rock and roll.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Her story was amazing. And I'll make sure I put it in the comments. So you guys, if you have the opportunity to watch something, a PBS special or whatever about this woman, she was absolutely amazing and before her time.
Yep.
So, okay, there we go. With question number 1, I think we all agreed. So are we ready for question number 2?
Yes.
I would say we are ready. The mayor said we are ready. So let's go to question number 2.
Dear Alma, I've been in a relationship for almost a year. We're both in our late 30s, college educated with professional jobs. Let me say first, I love him, and I hope we get married at some point. The majority of the time, we are very, very happy. But when we have a disagreement or misunderstanding, he will not speak or talk to me for weeks. He's gone 3 weeks without returning my calls or text messages. I drove over to his place one time, the day after an argument. I knew he was home. I saw his car. I knocked and he didn't answer. When I asked him about it, he said it was because he was mad at me and didn't want to talk to me at that time. Is this a big red flag? Or do you think this is something we can work through?
Okay, I have to let me back up 1 minute because my husband said that he comments and we never read his comments.
I saw it.
I saw it. I saw
So
it.
he says the value
causes foolishness, don't
absolutely. And the woman's name is Rosetta Thorpe. And Rosetta.
My ticket. Wait a minute.
Right, exactly.
I didn't know Henrietta, but I was thinking.
Right, Rosetta Thorpe, because she sang gospel music and then she wanted to sing rock and roll and like blend the two. And it was, like a big deal. So, all right, moving on to question number 2. So this woman, they've been dating for almost a year in their 30s. And basically when they have an argument or something, brother shuts down. He won't even talk to her for weeks at a time and then rolls back up in there like everything is fine. Is that a red flag?
Wait.
That's her question.
Did she say that? Because I didn't hear that in the question.
Well, she said, I love him. She didn't ask us if she should end the relationship. She said
that, but she didn't say he rolled out.
But she said that he won't speak to her for weeks at a time. And if she went to his house, he wouldn't even open the door and talk to her.
Right. And then when she asked him, he said he was mad. He was mad. So I guess when he ain't mad no more, he comes back over and then they talk to each other.
Well, but see that's why it's a red flag. If you marry him, he doesn't have his own little retreat to go to.
Right.
You go in the next room, shut the door, and be in there for 3 weeks? What does that look
like if you live in the same house? You're gonna start throwing furniture? Like what happened?
Right.
That's not a red flag. That's a checker flag. That's this place is over.
Or white flag or the white flag.
And if you're not talking, then the relationship that you think is tight is really not tight.
Right.
Sis, bail.
Right. Yeah, that's a long time not to talk to someone.
Yeah,
I think I understand a few days, trying to cool off with weeks. I mean, he's
right.
Immature.
Even a couple of hours where I just need to be by myself. I'm gonna go for a walk. But weeks is an eternity in a relationship.
Long time. Yeah,
he's
I think he's playing you. I think he's playing you and starting fights. And
I thought that too, Robin. I thought that too. He got something else to do. So he just letting you sit over there wondering what's happening. He moving on. It might be somebody else, girl. I don't even think that. So Manisha, did I pronounce that right, Lee? Manisha.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She says childish. It is to a point, but it's also controlling.
Yeah.
Like he's dropping. Yeah, he's manipulating you already.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you need.
It may not be anybody else. It's just not you.
Right.
Right.
Okay, I've had enough of you for this week, so I'm gonna start this fight so I can go be by myself and not fool around.
For 3 weeks.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
He's entertaining someone else.
I think he's entertaining somebody else. And to not open the door, you only not open the door when you don't want somebody else to see what's on the other side.
I don't understand how somebody that you're in a relationship with, you don't open the door. Like, I know there's the thought that you don't come to my house, without calling. And there's a lot of rules about that. But you've been in a relationship for a year and you come, especially after we fought, and you come, with your olive branch and knock on the door. You don't let me in.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not knocking anymore.
Yeah,
that's not.
And like Pat said, you learn a lot about a person, how they act when you disagree with them. That is so true. Yes. And the other thing that I would say is you learn, like, when a person reacts to you that way and you guys are just dating, it doesn't get better when you get married. I don't understand why people think things get better or change when you get married. It usually gets worse and it's magnified when you get married.
Yeah, and now he doesn't have the retreat. He doesn't have it
worse and magnified.
Right.
Like, we gonna lock yourself in the bathroom for 3 weeks? Like,
lock your ass in the bathroom for 3 weeks. Because at this point,
in the basement, or
right. But still, in the same house, you have to interact in a 3-week span. Now, either everybody's gonna be in the kitchen at one time, we passing like ships in the night, but you're in the same space. And the only reason he can go 3 weeks without chatting with you is because he's got the retreat of his own place. So that's like red flag. That's like
Richard said
that's red.
All hues of red.
Right. Fitz said that exactly.
Yeah, all hues of red. I would not get more easy. Right. I'm Tina. We are together. I'm not knocking on that door ever again.
I'm with D. That's a checkered flag.
Somebody who commented that we can't see said he might be killing dead animals within those 3 weeks.
Because it's killing them and stuffing them. Yeah.
So what would you say, Lee?
They're killing them and stuffing them.
And stuffing them in 3 weeks.
Yeah. There's so much stuff you can do in a 3-week window. Like, that's too much.
It's too much. And we understand that you are in love. I get it. Like, okay, you love him, because she wanted to put that out there first. I love him. But girl, you need to be loved differently.
Amen.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, and we don't know that he loved her. Clearly, that ain't
right. She just said she loved him.
That's what she said. And she said she hopes they can get married.
That they get married.
Let that go, boo.
That was not established.
In the words of the legendary philosopher Ricky Ricardo, it's so ridiculous.
Not for her though. I mean, she said, "I'm in love. I hope we get married." So clearly, she is way up here. Yes, she said, "We're both in our 30s, college educated, professional. Let me say first, I love him, and I hope we get married at some point."
Okay.
Because she wants us to give her advice on how they can work through.
She doesn't want to leave. She just wants to know if this is abnormal.
Is it a red flag?
Is it a red flag, or is it something we can work through? She's asking our opinion.
Something you can work through.
Right? No. What did Maya say? When somebody shows you, and you know what? I know that comes with a little bit of wisdom. Like when you 20-something, you think, "Oh, I could change him. I can love it out of him and make him better." But no,
but hell, she hasn't seen him in 3 weeks. It's not like he's in the den playing video games and she can go in there and try to have a conversation.
Right.
They have full windows of time where you can start a whole new relationship. Like there isn't. That's too much time to be apart.
It really is.
He'd be gone long enough to grow a beard,
Right.
He come back and be like,
"What's your name? What your name is?"
Indeed.
What your name is? Yeah. We straight up think you should move on. And we don't even really feel like we have to give you a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
This one is enough reason.
Yeah.
You may love him, girl. And
but
I ain't mad at
just
you.
a convenience for him.
It wasn't the first time. She sounds like
right.
This has been happening.
Yes.
This has happened
That
before.
this is how he reacts to things.
That's how he rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his thing. So let that be his thing. And really, you don't deserve it. More than anything, like you really don't deserve to be treated that way. How about that? Trust
in 3 weeks'
me.
time, she can move. By the time he comes back looking for her, she'll be gone.
Right. You could have met somebody else in that 3 weeks, girl.
No. Going long enough to start a new family.
And he might have another family, Sean, because that is like a lot of, yes, that is too much time. I think it's something going on in that house.
Which means all she is convenient for him. So red flag, sis, move on.
Total red flag. If you want to know if it's a red flag, yes. Yes. How many different ways can we say yes? Yes. Okay. Now email us back and tell us that you have moved on. Okay. Yeah, we really need to hear that you have listened to our advice and not wasted your time. But move on. You absolutely deserve better. Okay, you guys. Oh my goodness, this question coming up. Let's listen to question number 3.
Dear Alma, my mother was arrested when I was 22, and now, 10 years later, she's being released and has asked if she can come stay with me until she gets herself together. I'll be honest, I'm embarrassed, and I don't want my mother to come live with me. None of my friends know that my mom is incarcerated, not even my roommate. I've always lied and said she's handicapped and lives in another state. I am her only child, and she never did anything for me or considered what would happen to me if she followed her maniac boyfriend who sold drugs, and that's why she went to jail. It was always about him, never about us, so I don't feel obligated to take her in. I did not cut her off when she was in jail. I did stay in touch with her, writing letters, and let her know that I was doing fine. I am happy with my life. I don't have a problem letting her know she's not welcome. But what I am worried about is all of my friends finding out she's been in jail. Half my friends are wonderful people that I work with, so this will impact my work and social life. Do you think I should come clean and risk losing my friends, or keep lying and never allow my mother to visit?
Recap.
Wow.
Her mom went to jail. She obviously got herself together and made it to the other side, but was so embarrassed by it, she never told her friends that her mom was in jail. And now her mom is getting out. She said she's definitely not going to let her mom come and live with her, and which I don't think she can. If she has a roommate, that would be the decision between two people, not just her. But she's embarrassed to tell her friends, basically, that her mom was in jail. So what should she do?
How old is this woman?
You will. She said that she was 22 when her mom went to jail, and this is 10 years later, so she's 32.
She's 32. Now, there's a whole lot to unpack here, but
yeah,
I think the first thing, with the mom, I don't think, considering the way she described the relationship, she never was much of a mom. She was all about the boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. I don't think she is obligated to let her live with her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
If she, helped her get a place someplace else or gave her some money or, helped her with some resources, that's another thing. But I mean, she's really going to have to kind of have her own personal come to Jesus discussion about, what kind of life she wants to live and, lying to her friends and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, just that whole conversation sounds pretty shallow, you know what I mean? And that she's really, really more concerned with how things look and what people think of her. So if indeed she has those kinds of friends, I mean, they're not going to be with her long anyway. So, no, I don't know.
Well, the friends will really feel betrayed because she's been lying to the friends. She could have just said, "My mother and I are
estranged."
Right, we're estranged, and let it be. And so to come clean is to acknowledge and admit to the friends, hey, y'all, I mean, I was deeply embarrassed by this. So yes, I've been lying to you, but I was just so embarrassed by this situation. She's really mad at the mother.
She is mad at her mom.
She's still on fire about how she picked the drug dealer over her. And you know, and she tried to work it through by helping her out in jail, it seems, you know, checking on her, I'm doing good, but she's hot as, you know, fish grease with her mama. And so
I'm not so sure that she even has to go that deep with the friends. I mean, I like the way that you put it. She could just say that she and her mom are estranged, have been for 10 years. And, you know, she has deeply personal reasons about why they've been estranged.
But don't you think if they're her friends?
No, but she told people her mama was handicapped.
Right. She lied.
No, but I'm saying she doesn't have to necessarily go into the whole prison thing and all that kind of thing.
Right. I agree.
But if mama shows up, there's no
mama gonna say it.
Mom gonna show up at a dinner party and start talking about when she was down for 10 years.
She don't let mom in there. She don't let mom in
there. If they're her friends, then, you know, she can always, you know, back up and say, you know, I didn't tell you all that my mother was in prison because I was embarrassed. I was 20 then, but I'm an adult now. She's getting out now, and I need to, you know, help her in some way or another. And if you're my friends, like I will, you know, you will, you know, support me in all of this that I'm, you know, going through. But mom could show up at any minute and start sharing her story, and then it's really messy.
Yeah. You know what else? Go ahead, Robin.
32. She's old enough. Well, she doesn't sound it because she sounds very shallow to me. But at 32, she is old enough to say to her friends, you know what? I have something to tell you. I've struggled with this for years, and I lied about the situation with my mother. Here's the truth. I'm sorry I lied, but she's going to be getting out soon, and I don't want you to be shocked if she shows up. And this is just time for me to clear the air. End of story.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So there's a AARP newsletter that comes out, and I get it in the email. It came out today, and they actually did an article about secrets, like people who are married who have secrets. Did y'all see that piece? It's really good. It's an excellent article. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, Robin. And it had a list of things that married people are keeping secret, like they hold these married people. Yeah, from each other.
Okay.
And one of them, it didn't say specifically incarcerated, but it was like secrets about family or a parent that they have not shared with their spouse. And it made me think about this question. Although she's not married, she was just talking about her friends. But I do think that it's easy for me to say you should do this because neither one of my parents have ever been arrested. But I think there could very well be an embarrassment attached to that, depending on where she is in her career, you know, and what she's doing. And I think
her friends are her colleagues.
Right. Her friends and her colleagues. And the other thing that I thought about with this is that she has built herself out of that. So her mom is actually a reminder of the struggle. So I get it, but I don't know. Like after you lie, how do you come back and tell somebody you didn't lie? Like they're not going to trust you.
I mean, they're not her spouse. They're her friends. They should be there to.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're work friends. It sounds like work friends.
Yeah,
okay,
that could go either way, but.
Oh, wait a minute. I mean, how grand can she be? She's got a roommate. I mean, it's not like
she might live in New York.
So. In the extra suite.
She could be in New York. Costs a lot of money. She got a roommate.
Hell, she could be
Maybe
anywhere.
she don't want to live alone. She got a roommate. Maybe she bought a house and it's extra money to pay towards her mortgage. We don't know. She didn't say that part. But I do think that you can be embarrassed by stuff. And okay, here's another part of this question. Should you be embarrassed by stuff that your parents have done? Like if your father is a bank robber or a pedophile or a serial killer. Like, should you be
what to feel? You can't tell people what's legitimate for them to feel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know.
But should we take on what our parents have done? Like, even if your mom or dad isn't
taking on, but
we shouldn't. But some things come with a stigma.
Yeah.
And so jail has a stigma to it. And that's her sticking point, right?
If your dad is a politician.
Yeah, right. So exactly. And so you know, if her feeling, especially 22, that means sis has kind of been, and she said she's the only child. So she's kind of been rallying on her own for a minute. And these people, these work friends really are, you know, either maybe too much to say extensions of family, but these are, you know, these are good friends. This is like her crew, because she said half my friends are people I work with. So this is like her crew, and what she can't clear, and it's really not for her to do, she just doesn't understand that yet, is the stigma that comes along with your parent was in jail, you know, and everything that, you know, that's
it's a whole
brain
thing.
Like, was she a murderer? Was she a drug dealer? Was she, you know?
But see, I go back to
it's just a stigma.
I'll go back to original point. Although I like the way Robin, you know, couched, you know, the way she would tell her friends and stuff like that. Let me turn this around. Now, we've got work friends, right? We all had work friends.
We are all work friends.
We are work.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, but y'all ain't, and I haven't been telling you about cousin Pookie that, you know, robbed the 7-Eleven or
we have not discussed that's right.
But the chance of
let me finish. And so what I'm saying is, I don't think she necessarily needs to go that deep. You know, these are work friends. These are work friends. You know what I mean? These are not necessarily her friend, because if they were, she wouldn't have, you know, put the work moniker on them. You know what I'm saying?
But she says that. She says they're my friends who I also work with. Like they are the two for her.
Yeah.
Which speaks
volumes
about her ability to in relationships, which probably goes back to her mother.
I mean, as tight as we are, there's a whole lot of stuff about our family members. We all got some bad seeds,
right,
that we don't know.
Right. Yeah. You know I mean? We don't have access to them. Like her mother, she's going to have access.
Right. It's her mama.
Very likely.
Her not necessarily. Not necessarily. She ain't going to be going to restaurants with them. You know what I mean? So she ain't gonna be living at the house. So what kind of access would they
But if she pop up, then somebody say, "What if she pop up?" And you know she coming in there to tell you her story. She got to tell you what's been going on.
The roommate may find out, but her work friends, they ain't gonna find out. The roommate,
I told people about my Uncle Dickie.
I think it's time for you to be free, sis. Just shame the devil, tell the truth, get it over with. And be free.
Because if she shares it, she doesn't have to worry about it being shared other ways, which might be even more embarrassing for her.
Right.
She just come out
and
just too much information.
You've already resolved mama ain't coming to live with you or visit with you. So you just need to keep doing what you've been doing. Where are you? I'm fine. You good? All right. You at the halfway house? Okay. We know how to stay in touch. But you know,
I'm gonna bring you some
because it's her mother. You know, we say all of that, but remember, she's already feeling deprived from her childhood. So the veneer, you know, that she's now built up.
Yes,
that's one thing. But you know, it could melt her heart to be face to face with a mother, and there's a whole relationship that could grow with some forgiveness. So it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And as Richard Phipps said a little earlier, do we know whether the leopard has changed his spots? You know, we don't know. Right. But if mama come out, you know, and again, the woman's already harboring some things. So if mama's, out of jail and still ratchet, this ain't gonna work. This just ain't gonna work. And so then at that point, it's kind of like, all right, you do you. I'm doing me.
Little Dee says, "Don't ask, don't tell." I agree with that.
I think I might have to agree with that. Like, just not do anything unless things change and your mother is going to come into the picture.
Right.
Or like be around your friends, then I think you need to make a decision. Yeah.
But wait. But her question was, do I keep lying? We can't really be saying that, can we?
Sometimes you don't have to be telling her business.
Do I keep lying?
It ain't like she lied every day.
We're saying, right?
It ain't like she lied every day.
She adding to the lie.
Oh, this is an intermittent lie.
No, this is a distant lie that she ain't got to revisit unless she has to, because it doesn't help her at all.
She adding to the lie.
Yes, it does help her to tell the truth. Because
how does that help her? If it's gonna ostracize her at work, how does that help her?
It's not gonna. You're 32. You're not going to be ostracized by your real friends by you telling them I was embarrassed by my friends.
You know they're going to give her side eye. Y'all know they're going to give her side eye.
It will strain it. It's going to strain that relationship.
Look, if Lori came and told me that, or you came and told me that, or any of y'all came and told me, just like I did with my friend with the ticket, I'd have said,
but that's why all of us are friends, though. That's why we're all friends, because all of us got an Uncle Dickie. Like we all.
But the people that need to drop off. So
but it's some
everybody might have
her coworkers. She just needs to stop dealing with them.
Parent
right.
That's different. Not everybody, and even worse than that, not everybody's mother is in jail. And if she was in for 10 years, she did some things.
Well, the reality is we now compartmentalize what you did.
Yeah, I agree.
She sold drugs, which is kind of heroic.
They just work
versus she didn't murder anybody. She did, so
but she cavorted with the drug dealer,
right?
So therefore, and if she's in for 10, she was drug dealing.
She was
She was the mule in that.
My point is, from the outside, your crime also either erases or adds to the stigma. Because if she did something super horrible, like murdered somebody, like that woman yesterday that strangled her 13-year-old, that was crazy.
That's pretty bad if your mama was a drug dealer. That's pretty bad.
But people don't view drugs the same way as they do some other.
Oh, what is your mama to do? What is your mama to do? If it's your cousin or your brother,
if it's your Uncle Dickie,
now they're looking at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Look
at looking at you like
I know Lori got a sweet mama, and if Lori's sweet mama was a drug dealer, all of us would be on the telephone. You know Lori's mama a drug dealer, right?
They have them designer handbags. Yeah, it just goes off the rails. It just goes off the rails.
So Marie says she can tell the truth about the jail, but how's she going to explain the handicap
part? Right. I was going to ask that. That's why we going past 8 o'clock, because her lie.
She fell in jail.
She fell in jail. Lee is adding to the lie.
And then she was cured. It's a miracle. She can walk now.
Right. The Lord did it. The Lord did it. Now just keep lying. Just keep lying. So the answer can't be keep lying.
She turned her life over to the Lord, and
she can admit that she was so embarrassed that she didn't want people to know she was only 22. That's what I say.
I'm saying that.
I come from a family of professional beverage intakers. I'm a professional, okay? And when I was a teenager, I was real mindful about, who and what time and Friday evening, if anybody could stop by my house because of, the partying. Mm-hmm. But now, I'm like, everybody.
But we're all there though.
Yes.
But when we were 30, we did wonder how people thought about us.
Yeah. Right.
that whole thing.
On things as shallow as how we dress.
Yeah.
You know, and so
don't be
it's
telling
your
all your
mom.
business as a moral of this story.
Right.
Yeah. So it's mom, it's jail, and it's lying to you, my friends. And so
because
my
really
story, I'm sticking to it. That's my story. My mom was handicapped.
Leaving it. Yeah. So the other part of it is, what kind of friend are you? Like, if you're the kind of friend who can't like that, are you really a friend? You worried about your friends?
That's
what kind of
friend?
If
they drop off, let them drop off. If you tell them, that,
although I still wouldn't tell them right now. Just wait and see what happens with your mama.
Exactly.
That's my answer.
Because mama might have to do that halfway house for 6 months, and we could have a whole other narrative by then.
Right.
Outside your office building, and you're like, oh look, she's walking.
Look, what? Like I'll tell Lee, I saw your mama in the lobby. I brought her upstairs to your office.
Like, oh my God.
Right.
Thanks, Alma.
Right.
But really, like, I would say, just pause your lie. You ain't got to add to it.
Yeah, you can add to it.
Put it on pause.
Because just one other thing quickly, a handicap could be anything. It doesn't have to be debilitating. So if you said she handicapped and she can walk, and now we see her, that's different. So stay with the bit. What?
You put the lie on top of the lie now.
Don't stay with the bit. Don't change the bit.
You done made it worse.
No, don't change the bit. All I said was she was handicapped. Don't change the bit. And
like, she could be missing a baby toe.
Well, she could be, but the other part is she could do both. She could come clean with her friends, and she can help her mother. She can do both.
That's what I think she needs a lot of therapy, because she's got
she does.
Why she said why she told that lie, and the reason is but seriously, she's clear that she's still hurt. She's very hurt in these lies and disappointments. They're not helping her.
We do agree that she don't need to move in, right? We do agree.
Oh yes, she don't need to move in, and she should not feel guilty about that. And Lee and I suggest that you just pause your lie. And D, Lori, and Robin think you should come clean. So there go your choice, girl. You got choices. You got options. There go your options.
And you can do both. And I'm gonna go back. Hopefully, Mama's got to do 6 months in a halfway house somewhere. And that'll like pad some time for her. So you can either move out of town, go get you another job, and move out of town.
Right, new friends.
Start over.
She doesn't have to share with everyone. She can share with a few of them.
Right.
Lee,
Get a redo. Or abandon everybody. Or just abandon everybody. Abandon the work friends, abandon mama. Go get it together.
We digress. Hey, real quick trivia. Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Yes.
Talking about.
Yeah.
Cotton Plant, Arkansas. Oh
yeah, he sure was. That play is fantastic, you guys. If you get to see it, go see it. It really is wonderful. I am so. I'll send you a text. It was Rosetta Tharpe. Rosetta Tharpe. Yeah. I think the play was her name. So look, Mary Lou said witness protection. Oh, I will. Okay, I'll send you. I'll put it in the link and I'll email it to you guys. Mary Lou said her mom might be in witness protection for a while. You ain't gotta worry about it.
There you go.
It's not even your mama. She ain't even your mama.
There you go. Depending on where the drug dealing boyfriend is, mama might be in witness protection.
Don't be fooling with her. Get you shot up.
Leave mama alone.
Yeah, I would leave mama alone too. Some people you gotta love with a long handle spoon.
Yeah,
at shoulder length distance. So
absolutely. I am so glad that you guys were with me tonight. My panel, I love y'all so much. Y'all know that. Love y'all so much. and everybody who's stuck in here with us past 8 o'clock. I really love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It was so fantastic to have y'all on this ride with us, and we appreciate all your comments, and of course all the folks who submit their emails can read the link and figure out what kind of advice they'd like to take from all of us. So thank you
everybody.
Yes. Bye. And you guys, we will see you. I won't see you for 2 weeks. I'll be in Hawaii celebrating my birthday, but I will see you guys. I'll be back in 2 weeks. We're going to have some guest hosts for the next 2 weeks. The nieces got it for the next 2 weeks, and then I'll be back. So thank y'all. Bye.
Bye.